It's looking like somebody is want to actually build a life with you. It's like they really want to work with you, learn you. Like this is somebody who is literally willing to listen to you, right? Because they do truly love you. And this is a person who is feeling like this is something that's literally written in the stars. And with the Ten of Cups, they definitely want this happy, like totally connected union with you. This is a person who is not wanting to just work with you in a connection. Like they want to bring in God. So this is like a God fearing mate here who wants you, them, in a divine threefold, right? So it's definitely giving marriage energy. I had the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, right? So let's see what's going on because I was doing a pre-shuffle. I was like, okay, what are we talking about tonight? What is the vibes for tonight? And we got the Three of Pentacles. And I was like, okay, so which way is this Three of Pentacles going? And then the Lovers came out. I was like, okay, so this is about someone wanting to work with someone to build a life together. Literally, like you can see the frame here. Somebody really wants to come together and work on the framework of a connection, right? But it's definitely giving me like very cosmic, very spiritual vibes, right? Especially with the Hierophant being here. And on top of that, like in the picture, it's like a church service. So it's definitely something that's very spiritual. Definitely something that involves the divine. Like God is certainly in this. Hey, you guys, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. So, for the ones who are just coming in, we got someone here who is definitely wanting to build a life with you, and they really want to like lay down the foundation, like work with you, and kind of just like put the plan into work, right? Put the plan in order, like start to actually work out some of the kinks and things that y'all may have. It's a very beautiful thing because like this could definitely be two people who are used to just like kind of being on their own, like two independent people is the energy, and we have the Two of Pentacles here. It's like now it's like y'all are kind of in this juggling stage where you're trying to like find the perfect balance between the two. And with the Three of Pentacles being here, it's like, yeah, y'all working together now, you know. And then I was saying that the divine is definitely involved in this connection as well. It's like you both are very spiritual here. And so it's like you're involving the divine in everything that you do, like at every hand. So, what else do you have for the beautiful collective? Yeah, this is definitely transformational. Um, this is wanting to show its face as well. These were flipped over, but you have the King of Cups and the Death card, right? So this is definitely something that's very transformational, very transformational, spiritually transformational, internally transformational, right? It's like this is the kind of love that has the ability to kind of wipe out any sort of negative thoughts or insecurities that one another may have. Like this is that sort of love. Like, but we also have the five of wands and the wheel of fortune. And if you look at this is like conflict, aggression, all of that. But look what's also here. The wheel of fortune is also here. So it's almost like if this is something that y'all have dealt with in the past, like very aggressive people, very aggressive people, like this Christian right here, um, people who say anything like very hurtful with their words, like people who don't mind burning bridges with you, like those kind of people. Like if you literally ever had to deal with those kind of people, there's a wheel of fortune here. So this talks about a shift even in that because it's so spiritual now. So like it's almost like a burning away of the old way, especially with the death card being here. All those old skeletons get to be cleared out now. All those old issues get to be cleared out now. So let's see. Yes, they get to be cleared out. They get to be leveled out here. What else do you have for the collective? So we have the Two of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the King of Wands. Very interesting. And the Knight of Cups, all coming out here, right? So this is a person who definitely they feel that connection with you. So this is definitely a person who could have like when they met you, they could have definitely felt like this was like a really powerful spiritual connection with the King of Cups and the lovers. Like this, they definitely like wow, like this feels so familiar. It feels like I know this person, right? Like that's literally the energy. It feels like I know this person. Two of Cups, soulmate energy, two souls that recognize each other. And with the King of Swords being here, this is a person who is wanting to communicate this, right? There's something they want to communicate. They want to and it's something they're communicating here with confidence. So this is something that a person has made a firm decision about. I'm weak. Not do you have to be black for the course to work. I don't know. But with the Nine of Cups, this person is wanting to come in very confidently and like tell you straight up exactly what it is that they're wanting here. And they're saying, like, hey, this for me is wish fulfillment. Like this shift that has happened here with me going towards something more spiritual versus something more toxic that I'm actually used to. So it's almost like this person is like I'm really having to learn how to be with somebody who is not toxic. And because of your loving nature and how grounded you are, how spiritual you are, I want to learn from you. I want to really work with you. Like, teach me how to love you, is essentially what somebody is saying here. Teach me how to love you because the person that I see you are is giving wish fulfillment. But somebody definitely could be lurking in the background. I just seen the Page of Swords, something flipped. Six of Pentacles. Yes. So this person is literally like wanting to be very generous and give generously to you in this connection. We have the Page of Wands. Yeah. So they want to communicate this new passionate beginning. And then the Ten of Pentacles is here. This person is very confident that this is what they want. They want that family unit with you. They want that firm foundation with you. They want marriage with you. And we have the moon. So the moon, it talks about the subconscious mind. It could talk about the dream state. It could talk about even illusions. So this could be a person who, like, it's like they felt like they were in some sort of illusion here. Five of Pentacles. It talks about being left out in the cold. And High Priestess. Yeah. So this person, it's like they knew that they were kind of putting themselves in some sort of illusion by possibly even leaving a High Priestess energy out in the cold. We got the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, but this person moving slow like this, the way this person was moving, it caused the tower here. And that's the truth with the Ace of Swords. This was a tower moment for this person. Yeah. But they're wanting to work hard for justice. So it's giving like it's giving like you could definitely know this person. Like for sure. Yeah, you could definitely know this person because how it's coming out, like, especially with somebody being in a delusion and all of that. And now they're wanting to come in and make it clear what it is they want. So this could be somebody who has like gone through some sort of revelation here about you and what it is that they actually want is like somebody actually took the time to sit down and think about what it is that they want, like literally. Ace of Swords, Tower, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. But this is a person who wants to cultivate this new connection with you. They want to cultivate this steady foundation, this family dynamic with you. Two of Wands. Yeah, this is a person. Okay, so this person is coming. They're coming in with a plan because they truly do want harmony. They want harmony. They do. They want things to work out. They want things to go over well, right? They want to right any wrong that they may have caused you, any sort of ill will that you may have against them. Like they want to correct that. And with the Two of Wands here, it's like a man with a plan, right? A man with a plan to build something here through Pentacles. But this is very sincere. This is like something that's very sincere. Yeah. because this person is like, I've experienced what the toxicity, what happens when I'm operating within this sort of lusty, passionate, toxic energy. They're like, it only leads here because there's no substance in lust, right? All lust is sex without the love. This person wants the love in it, right? They want the love in it. They don't want to just have empty, loveless sex. They want the love in the sex. What else can you tell us about the situation? The world. The world is here. This is a person who wants to give you the world. And it's like they're closing out any of the cycles, right? Because they truly just want to be happy. At the end of the day, this is a person who just, they just want to be happy, baby. They do. I'm telling you, they had an epiphany. So this is a person who could have like really went into that introspective sort of moment here and came to realize like they studied themselves, they searched themselves, they searched their own soul, and they found that what was within was not what they were reflecting without. So this is a person who wanted to bring in that oneness, right? They wanted to bring in that oneness and have what they're actually showing to the world is exactly what's reflecting on the inside with the 10 of cups, because could be a person who is like just filled with loving energy, filled with emotions, but they could have come off very cold, very calculated, very toxic even, right? Yeah. They could have definitely came off very cold, very calculated, even catty, whether it's feminine or masculine. This could have been a person who seemed very catty, you know, very catty, very sassy sort of energy. 4 cups. But this is literally how they was looking. That's literally how they was looking when they realized, like, wow, now I don't have a choice but to go deep in my emotions because I'm feeling this. So this is a person who allowed themselves to feel. Wow. You talking about cry me a river? This is a person who probably like hadn't let themselves feel for years. Like they could have things bottled up inside them that they've been carrying with them throughout life. And it's like whenever something happened, this could be a person who definitely just like stuffs it down, builds up a wall to hide behind it, like literally. And they realize that that's not what really was on the inside of them, because they really were a very deeply spiritual, deeply loving person. And they understood that they needed this spiritual transformation. They knew. They knew that they had to transform not just what's on the outside, but also the deeper things, even. There were some deeper things within them that they also had to transform. Yeah, because they realized that that resilience that they had, it not only was like blocking things from coming in, but it was also stopping things from being released from them that no longer served them. Yeah, but this is a person who saw themselves, and they saw that they were like literally keeping themselves trapped in their own mind. They saw that they were the cause of a lot of their stresses and worries. They were the cause of a lot of endings in their own life. But they certainly want to make things right with this Empress energy. They do. So I kind of want to go over here to the cosmic insight just to see what it says here. So what messages does this person have for this Empress energy here? It's in cycles. What message does this person have for the Empress? What do they want to say? So we got to communicate. So this person does want to actually communicate. It says compromise, forgive, and work it out. Literally. So we write on, look, yes, yes. So this person is literally wanting to work with you and build with you, right? So what does this Empress want to say to this person, though? What does the Empress want to say to this person? Ooh. Let me shuffle again. Because that was too many, baby. Half the deck fell, Lord. How half the deck fall? What does the Empress want to? I guess the Empress has a lot to say, right? So what does the Empress want to say? We got spy. It says someone's got their eye on you. You are doing your research. So the Empress is like, look, you coming in and you're wanting to communicate that you want to work with me because you see the error of your ways or whatever. But the Empress is like, baby, I don't know about you. I gotta put that eye on you. I gotta watch you, okay? Cause I don't know. I gotta do my research. I gotta do my research because I just gotta make sure that this is not any sort of manipulation that you're trying to pull. And we got yes. Yes. So yes, this is what the Empress is saying. Like I'm trying to make sure that this is not just for kicks, so to speak, right? Like I need to know that it's real. Show me it's real, right? Is what the Empress is saying. Show me it's real. Being drawn to my love oracle. Give me 1 second, y'all. This one came up too, so we'll take this one too. Okay. So we have distance at the bottom of the deck. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant right now. So this could be a situation where you may not even be like talking to this person. It could be a no contact situation, or this could be someone who you are not in close proximity with, like actually. So let's see. Yeah, this is the one I had in my mind's eye. So let's see what this says. The Angel Romance Oracle. You said like I put too much in this to keep being played with. Exactly. Say yes, you get it. Yes, Tyreek, I get it. Said they paid to destroy or treated like a exactly like nobody wants to be treated like an option at the end of the day. And then the crazy because I kind of want to see like what did this what did this masculine energy actually or feminine take it as a resonate, it could be either or, but I'm looking at it because it was a man that showed up first. So I want to know, what did this masculine energy actually do? So I'm gonna touch back on that because I'm curious, because obviously, you know, they were a little out of order. So, Holy Spirit, what message is there for? So, I kind of want to see, what does the universe have to say about this masculine and Empress energy? And I love how the Empress just keeps y'all. I love how the Empress keeps showing up in every reading to like um identify the collective. Is beautiful energy. So the universe says true love. Very interesting. It says this is the romance of a lifetime. So the universe is saying that this is true love. But it's like, but what? But what? Okay. But keep an open mind, right? It says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So they could actually be saying, because if this is a person who has never known what healthy love is, then their expectations could be more so in line with something on a toxic sort of level, right? Because it's hard to see past um it's hard to see past, like, what am I trying to say? It's hard to see something that you never experienced, something that you've never actually seen. It's hard to visualize. There we go. It's hard to visualize something that you've never experienced, something that you've never seen. Now, here's the thing though. Even if you've never had a good example of a healthy love, at the end of the day, a person knows how they want to be treated. So it can definitely, you absolutely right, Tyreek. It can be used as an excuse. It can be used as an excuse. Yeah, it can be used as an excuse, but the part that's not really excusable is the doing to others as you would have them doing to you part, right? Because this is the same kind of person who, if you were to do what they did to you to them, then they will probably cut you off or treat you like the scum between their toes. Okay, love alpha alpha, right? But here's the crazy part. You're literally calling in your soulmate. You're literally calling in your soulmate. Like every time you pray, it says your prayers, your affirmations, your visualizations. It helps bring you together, because this is, which we've already clarified here, this is a soulmate energy, right? Whether it's high level soulmate or not, it's a soulmate energy, and you're calling in this soulmate every time you pray. So this is the crazy part, right? Yeah, that's right. The universe play all day. The universe play all day, right? With playfulness. Yes, that's right. Because here's the thing, because this is your true love, because this is a soulmate energy, because this is something cosmic, this is something bigger than what's being seen on the surface for the both of them. Whenever you pray and ask for your soulmate to come in, whenever you visualize your person coming in and the way that they treat you, it's crazy because you're calling in this person, the same person that you don't want to deal with, the same person that you felt like treated you like trash. You said, so why they getting excuses? Well, because that's what they used to. It's people make excuses because excuses have always worked until they meet divine energy. And when you come across divine energy, the excuses don't work, because what a divine person is going to do, they're going to call you out, right? And it's not even like in a nasty way. It's just they would feel convicted if they didn't speak up. You say he told you I'll be on YouTube. Who is this? What was your name? He said that's another one they know better. So it's like, and but I'm gonna ask. You got some good questions. I like you, Tyreek. You got some good questions. So I kind of want to go there. Like, let's take it there, right? So you said, why do they make excuses? You said you've been down this road for too long. I hear that. I hear that. So you want to know, why does a person make excuses? I really do feel like they make excuses because the excuses have always worked, and they've never been held accountable. Believe it or not. There are literally like these this is this is like the kind of person who would surround themselves with people who they know is going to co-sign everything that they do. So it's like they don't have anybody like telling them, you wrong for that. That's not good for you. They surrounded by people who literally doing the same thing, right? Like those are the kind of circles that this person ran in until they had this hermit mode. So something triggered this person to go into hermit mode. And I feel like it was like after this Five of Pentacles energy, after they were separated from you, they realized, like, wait a minute, something is off, something is not right. I'm not feeling the feels anymore. I'm not getting that boost anymore. Like something is missing. What is it? I feel like that really did trigger them into like some sort of introspective moment here. But let's see, what did this person actually do? What did this person do here? Um, Glasses on. Yes, darling. Adjust, right? This right here, this little move right here for glass wearers. This is like the equivalent of putting your Crocs in sport mode. If you get it, you get it. Oh, you said it's a part of the other message. Oh, you said they do things spiritually and physically. That's not right because I have not gotten where they are. The things they know, I know, but don't have the true knowledge behind, like having my spiritual. Hmm. Mm. They do things spiritually and physically. That's not right because I have not gotten where they are. The things they know, I know, but don't have the true knowledge behind having my spiritual glasses on. Mm. I see what you're saying. Well, why you here, John? I mean, Ben, Jen, whoever you is. That is hilarious. Jen said, God said, stay away from the false prophets. Yet, Jen is here with the so called false prophet. Hilarious. You're demonic, Jen. Look at you over here partaking, listening to this, watching this, looking at these cards. Shame on you. Go repent. You said just don't want me to get A and W to that. Oh, Jen don't want you to get an answer to that. So we're gonna see. Because that's actually a really good statement that you made. You said they do things spiritually and physically that's not right because you not where they are, right? You're not. It's like you know the things that they know, but you don't have like the spiritual glasses on yet. Like your sight is not developed yet. So I see what you're saying. And people test people in that way for that reason. You said they think they too fast. Yeah. They think they too fast, spiritually speaking. So they dibbling and dabbling and stuff, right? I see what you're saying. Let me pick some of these up off the table here so we can actually go in it a little more. Cause yeah, I'm intrigued for sure. Mm. Yeah, but that's like classic taking advantage, right? Taking advantage of a situation, which people will do. These are opportunists. And if the opportunity presents itself, oh yeah, they jumping on it. They jumping on it. So let's see. Oh Lord. So Holy Spirit said what I came to know. They always say I don't work like that, but bring up the facts. Oh, they always say it don't work like that, but bring up the facts. And if I was to do it, they will fight for me like I have for them. Hmm? I'm not sure I understand that part. Scorpio Sun, Aquarius Moon, Libra Venus, Capricorn Rising. Okay. I'm Capricorn Rising too. You said when you say you tired of the excuses made for them, they wouldn't fight for you. Mm, mm. So let's see. So what question should I ask the cards? What question should I ask Spirit here, Tyreek? Exactly what question should I ask? Oh, I'm not exactly clear on that part. What I came to know, they always say I don't. They always say it don't work like that. But I guess I'm lost on the part where you say they always say it don't work like that. But what don't work like that? But they bring up the facts. But bring up the facts. Like what do you mean? What facts? If I was to do it, if you was to make up the excuses, okay, you said that part. If you was to make up the excuses, would they fight for you like you have for them? If you was to make up excuses like they did, would they fight for you how you fought for them when they made excuses? I think I see what you're saying. So you want to know if somebody make up excuses, right? And you still fight for them even though they making excuses. You said it don't work like that. You haven't gotten where they are. So I can only perceive what I perceive. And I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But when you bring up the facts, they get mad. Mm, mm. I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, Nobody likes to be held accountable. you know, that goes back to accountability. You make excuses for them because you're accountable. And you know what? I don't even think that it's so much that like um it's I don't even think it's so much that when they make up excuses you like you take up for them. I think it's like you understand like it's like you already know what to expect from these people, right? So it's like it's almost like you probably tell yourself like I'm not gonna let this affect me in this way. I'm just gonna ignore it or whatever the case is because that's just how they are, so to speak. And then when something happens on your end, then all hell break loose and all the dams break because they're not used to you doing what they do. So it sounds like you could be like I don't want to say the better one in the situation, but you could be the more wiser one, even if they do know things that you don't know, right? When it comes to that sort of thing, you want to know if you're wrong in the situation or are you right. I guess I would really have to know what the situation is because that's a very general statement to make. You really just want to know if you're wrong in the situation or are you right. But what's the situation? Like, what exactly is the situation? Are you wrong about what? What did you do? Did you do something spiritually that wasn't good and they felt some type of way? You said, like, I'm sold and loyal with it and all sides. What about them spiritually and physically? That's not. You sold and loyal with what? I'm trying to figure out what it is. like like you're speaking on it in like pronouns and such and such. Solid. Like you solid and loyal with it. With what? You solid and loyal with what is what I'm trying to see. What are you so loyal about? With it and all sides. What does that mean? What is with it and all sides? You get it in a way. They're not a bum, are they? You do. Hmm, I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean to your person. Okay, you solid and loyal with it. Oh, you saying you solid and loyal with it, so you solid and loyal to your person. Okay, baby, because I'm yeah, I was so confused. I'm like, what is it? What is with it? But oh, you were speaking slang. Excuse me, baby. Like I'm a little slow on that part, okay? like I'm a little slow on that tip. So you was like speaking slang. You solid and loyal with it in all sides. So you speaking like oh, it's like you speaking the double tongued almost, like you speaking in um metaphor. okay, I get it now. Basically you saying you solid and loyal all the way around. But what about them spiritually and physically? That's not. Okay, now I'm confused again because are you asking if they're solid all the way around spiritually and physically? Or are you saying, like, what about them? And you say, what about them spiritually and physically? That's not. What is it you want to know about those who are not solid spiritually and physically? Look, just work with me. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. You got some good patience. You got some good patience. Okay. So you said, okay, we getting somewhere. We still a little stuck. It's one more kink I need you to work out. Then we gonna be there. I promise you we gonna be there if you can work this out for me. So you solid. We already got that you solid, baby. You solid 360 degrees and loyal to 360 degrees. Mind, body, spirit. We know that's you. But you said, what about them spiritually and physically? That's not. So what about them that's spiritually and physically not loyal? So what is it that you're wanting to know about them who's not spiritually and physically loyal? What do you want to know about them? Or are you asking me, are they spiritually and physically loyal? You see what I'm saying? Because you said, what about them? Or you are you just asking me, are they spiritually and physically loyal? Like which one? Are you saying, are they spiritually and physically loyal? Is that what you're asking me? Put an S if that's what you're asking me. Okay, you didn't mean to put not. Got you. Okay. So what about them spiritually and physically? Okay, so you want to know if your person is spiritually and physically loyal all the way around. Gotcha. I'm crying out to God help me with this hard times. Cause baby, that was a struggle. Okay, so let's see. So Tariq wants to know, is their person spiritually and physically loyal to them all the way around? Okay, all the way around. Let's see. Holy Spirit, rescue me. So is Tariq's person spiritually and physically loyal all the way around? Is Tariq's person spiritually and physically loyal all the way around? So we got the King of Swords with a yes right there if you can see it. And we also have the moon coming out. Um, yeah, you got the moon coming out as well. So, very interesting that the moon is coming out. And it came out kind of on the fence, right? So, it's like there is some sort of challenge here, but I'm gonna ask about that. But your person is like a very upstanding person, it seems. It says an astute man, authority and power, high standards, mental clarity, morally upright, just, honest, and truth. So this is a person who is morally upright, right? This is a person who is honest. So what I'm getting with the King of Swords is this is the kind of person who say what they mean and mean what they say. This is the kind of person who will speak the truth to you, right? So on that tip, I feel like you want to know if this person is physically loyal. The answer is yes, right? But when we asked about are they spiritually loyal to you? Um, I guess my question is, are you asking me, is this person doing things behind the scenes to manipulate the energy? Is that what you're asking me? Like, what are you wanting to know spiritually regarding this person? Because I got the moon on the fence. Or you good with that? In a way, yes. Okay. So, yeah, this does seem to be a very honest person, you know? And the moon came out sideways. Um, and with the moon coming out sideways, the moon does talk about intuition. It talks about like the subconscious mind. So with it coming out sideways, it's like a challenge. So it could even be a situation where this person could still be like working through the spiritual, right? So this person could like be feeling their way through the spiritual right now, but the intention is good from what I'm seeing. The intention is good. Like, I don't think this is a person you really have to worry about, if that's what you're wondering. Like, I don't think this is a person you have to worry about, but I will clarify the moon. Clarify the moon on the fence. Holy Spirit. Yeah. So three cards came out. These are the three cards that came out. You got the Hangman, Justice, and the Eight of Swords. So, with those coming out like that, this is literally a person who is still in that spiritual development. It says new perspective, self surrender, liberation, absolution, independence, contemplation, spiritual development, and sacrifice for a higher cause. Like, this person is like, I don't know who your person is, but this is a good person. This is a good person. And we have justice here as well, which talks about very harmonious, right? It says justice, upright attitude, transparency, cause and effect, fairness, integrity, clarity, accountability. Lawsuits will be won. So this person, this is a very accountable, transparent person. I feel like if it's just this person could probably seem a little off because they're in their head a lot because they're going through this spiritual development, right? It's like they're going through this spiritual awakening in a sense, is what it's given, honestly. This person could definitely be going through an awakening. Um, I want to say it even goes beyond spiritual, like honestly. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a good person. These are some good cards to have. The King of Swords. The hangman, the justice. Like, this is a person who doesn't just look at the world the way it is. They have a very different perspective on life. Oh, you just asking to clear your mind on thoughts. I feel that. Oh, you just wanted a little clear, so you just came for a little clarity on your person. That's cool. That's cool. I can't be mad at that because I be wondering sometimes myself, about people in general. But yeah, this is a cool person. Like very powerful indeed. I think you could learn a lot from this person. And from what I'm seeing, this is a person who knows how to communicate effectively. So if you have any questions, I feel like it's actually safe to, you know, I feel like it's safe to ask this person. Like, whatever questions you have, whether it's about the spiritual or the physical or whatever. I feel like this person is a very open book because you literally have transparency showing here. Transparent and fair and accountable. He said he just wanted to get rid of the thoughts that was holding you back. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, I certainly wish you the best, Tyree. And thank you for coming through my life. Hollywood, you said, is this a paid reading? No, it's not paid. You said they do not communicate well. When I do, they get upset. Well, it may not be that they don't communicate well. It may be your approach. Like, how are you approaching, right? Maybe that's something you want to look at. Let's see. I can ask. He said, "Oh, okay." Yeah, yeah. He said, "Yes, I love you. Thank you. You're welcome. No problem. No problem. I am here for you." So, family, let's see. Say you doing good. Well, thank you. So, what is okay? So, how should Tyreek approach their person? How should Tyreek approach their person? Okay, you literally got the two of cups and the three of cups. Um, so you should definitely approach this person in a loving way. I feel like if you come to this person with like that interrogation sort of tone, like they close up, right? So you have to like kind of like come to them like, baby, come sit down, come talk to me. There's some things I want to talk to you about. I want to have a conversation about some things that have been bothering me. And just you doing that, it opens this person up to receive whatever it is you have to say. They're open to communication, they're open to this exchange with you. Good morning. Hello, hello. Yes, truth and respect. Yeah. So, yeah, just be gentle with this person because they are a very high vibing person, a very, like, it's giving like more of a pure sort of energy. Um, yeah, but this is a very loving person. So, you gotta meet love with love. He said, I have, I promise. Okay, well, that's good. Continue to do so. Continue to do so, you know? And like talk to them as a friend, not just like an interrogator. Be a friend. Be a friend. Because this person is very emotional. This person is extremely emotional, very sensitive. So you do have to be careful, like with what The words, you said they are a beautiful person. So yeah, be careful with what you say because you could be like very blunt. And there's nothing wrong with being blunt. It's just even being blunt, you can still season your tone with salt, okay? Hey Susan. Yeah. You say you have done it in all the ways. Maybe you should ask them what's the best way to communicate with them. Try asking them that. So, what's the best way to communicate with you? Because I don't want you to be closed off. I want you to open up to me. Yeah, very sensitive person. You said this is the way it's gonna work. And if you find that this person is like more in a more like cold energy right now, like a very I don't want to be bothered sort of energy, a little romance go a long way. A little romance go a long way. Said they love the mind games. It's fun to them, I think. Ooh. Mm, mm, mm. Maybe that's part of that spiritual development that this person's still going through. That they still have some things to work on. You want to know if your husband is coming back home. Wow. How long has your husband been gone, Susan? How long has your husband been gone? Susan. 1 month. Why did he leave? Why did he leave, Susan? What made him leave? Was there infidelity? Will he girlfriend house? Hmm? So you saying he left to be with his girlfriend? Because one thing I know, whenever there is any sort of separation in a marriage, there's always a trigger. How you know he had a girlfriend? You said overall and out. Beautiful person, just the mind games will have you thinking like that. So please excuse me if I was coming in negative. I said, oh, my question, it was for growth with itself. Oh, no, no problem. No, no issues at all. No issues at all. And I don't think you were negative. I think you were inquisitive. But Susan, you ain't answer my question. How you know? How you know this his girlfriend? And how you know he at her house? Before I pull any cards, I need questions answered. Oh, I love you too, and you are so welcome. I'll catch you on the next one. Come back and see me. But I tell you one thing, when a person is going through spiritual development, it may seem like they are playing some mind games, but it could be to test the spirits that surround them. You know the girl too. You say you'll message them back. Okay, Terry. Awesome. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the subscription. You are welcome. So you said yes. You know the girl. Okay. So if you know her, she told you that your husband was at her house with her and that she is his new girlfriend. You said it's Aggie. Well, you know that's why they doing it. Said we both wise now. We both. Yeah, but you know, you gotta test that spirit though. How else would you know the person you dealing with is honest and true, right? You have to. You gotta test the spirit. It's non-negotiable. You gotta know it's real. Say we both wise now. Say we both wise now. We both wise now. All right, owls. Wise old owls. Y'all probably some old souls too. I love it. I love it. I love a good old soul, baby. I love an old soul. They be the funniest people, bro. They do. You say you do. Like Adam and Eve, literally. But you remember, oh, you remember what Adam said? That's like one of my favorite parts of the Bible when God like asked them like who told them to hide. And then Adam, I'm talking about threw Eve straight under the bus. It was her, this woman that you gave me. Then put it back on God. It was this woman that you gave me. Hilarious. Hilarious. Hmm. But that is definitely an old soul. Adam and Eve. Shoot, might be even older than that. You never know. Shoot, I feel like when I get with my person, they're gonna be like, our soul's gonna be so old. We was up in the firmament with God, right? I feel like I might have been an ancient angel, right? Oh, speaking of that, I'm literally rewatching the OA on Netflix. If you never watched the OA, go watch it. You're talking about mind blowing. I love it. When I first watched it, like it literally opened my mind. It's mind boggling. I love it. So I'm rewatching it now, especially since I've awakened, right? I've gone through a couple of ascensions spiritually. So it's like now I'm going back and watching it. Um, it's literally the O and A. A O A. Um, hold on. Actually, got something here. I can feel it with this. Um, yes, it is so good. Hmm. Well, you catch my drift. The OA. I'm trying to see how would I write it for y'all to be able to read it. Oh, that's okay. Okay, we can so oh no, that's still backwards, huh? So I would have to do it this way. Yeah. Shout out to me. This is so cool. It looks so weird. Ah. You say you'll be right back. You have to shower. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's that fresh is so clean, clean. The OA, this is it. So go watch this on Netflix. Let's see if I can write Netflix backwards. Hold on. Okay. Mm. Oh wait, it's a T. Then E. Wait, wait, how you do it backwards here? So the OA on Netflix. Go. Yeah, I gotta go to work tomorrow too, so I'm not gonna be on long. I gotta work tomorrow too. I'm definitely not gonna be on long. Um, so yeah, dang, I forgot about Susan. Susan, you still in here, girl? Susan probably dipped. Susan, are you still in here? Because I still had more questions. Okay, so back to Susan. Y'all have a good night. For the ones who are leaving, y'all have a good night. So okay, so you said you talked to the girl, she told you that your husband was over there. So why don't you just like tell her to ask him when he coming home? Like, I don't want to sound like I feel like that sounded mean. But I'm not trying to be mean. But will he come home? We got yes, yes, no, no. Maybe he might come home. He might not. Oh my gosh, this person, it's something. This person is not happy at home. It's like I almost feel like this person wants to be at home, but they don't feel like it's a safe space for them. Like there is love there, but there's no safety here. This person doesn't feel safe. They don't feel secure here. Their inner child is not happy. The inner child cannot thrive here. This person feels too restricted, right? Too restricted, too much is on this person's back. They can't deal here. It's like their mental is really being affected by the restrictiveness, and they just feel like life is just crawling by so slowly, and they're just like, I'm just not happy. So this is a person who is somewhere else because they're not happy. They're not feeling like they're receiving that harmony and joy and peace. They don't have any peace at home, so they're going somewhere else to get it. It's something about the environment of the home. Something is not right in the home. It's almost like this person feels like they can't be they self or something like that. Yeah, this person feel like they was living a double life. So that it's crazy because this person could have literally felt like they were living a double life being under one roof. So it manifested as infidelity. It manifested as literally beginning to live a double life. Sheesh. But this person is like they're protecting their inner child. What can I do, please? Whew. Um, I think the first thing is recognizing what the issue is in the home, like what's causing the situation to be so restrictive. Like, why is this person being so restricted? That's the first question. Because they are just not happy at all. And that's so odd, you know, for a marriage. I mean, I guess, you have some loveless marriages, but it doesn't mean the person isn't happy. What can she do here? Be consistent and like have patience, be responsible, be practical. So you could be a little impractical here. Oh, you could be stubborn, you could be unfair. So you could be a little more fair for starters. This person feels like you're not um yeah, you could be, oh my goodness. Like I'm wondering like cuz I got the 5 of pentacles. Sheesh. Like this person could have even felt like left out. They could have left they could have felt left out. Like they could never uh, they were never like really given the freedom to speak their mind freely. They feel like it wasn't a fair marriage. It wasn't fair here. What is this Knight of Pentacles? Because it's something to that Knight of Pentacles. What is the Knight of Pentacles here? What is the Knight of Pentacles for Susan? The Wheel of Fortune. Cyclic nature of life. Decisive moments, turning points. Peace, yes, this person. There it is too. 6 of Swords. Well, don't get on this person's nerves. I mean, this person could definitely feel like it's very low vibrational energy at the it's like it's consistent consistently low vibrational. It's not fair, it's uneven, it's unbalanced. Like literally, like look at these. You got the 4 swords and you got the 6 of Swords. This person feels like that the balance is completely off. It's like they're not even, it's like what they want doesn't matter. This person is like they want their flowers too. They have wishes too. Do you see these cards? Do you see these cards? The 6 of Cups, the 9 of Cups. This person has wishes too. This person has things that they want too. It's like they're not just there to serve you. You have the Emperor and the Death, which talks about a transformation with this Emperor energy, which could just be signifying your husband or father figure here. The Hangman, a new perspective. This person feels like they're sacrificing everything for this marriage and they're just not happy. And when they try to talk to you about it, you get so defensive. So this person is like, okay, I know who to talk to it about it. I'm gonna go out here and find me some. And that's exactly what they did. They expanded their horizons. They added a third. Empress. Ace of Pentacles. Oof. Oh, you better hope this person don't end up with another baby. Because that could definitely happen. This person could end up having another baby. Oof. And then this person will be telling you about that. That'll certainly be a rude awakening. This is just a situation that seems to need like firm boundaries, open communication, and equal give and take. Yeah. And a peace of mind, communication, not arguments. Mm. And that is what I see for you, my love. Is there an opportunity for him to come back home? It depends. It depends. Yeah, it really depends. So this the cars is not, they're not giving you a definite yes or no. It's literally saying that the decision is split. The decision is split. So that means maybe it could be one day, maybe one day, maybe not. There is no yes, no, there's not a definite yes, there's not a definite no. There were two yes and two no's, right? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, maybe. It's not giving me. So I say, if you want to open up the opportunity for this person to come back, then hey, Maria. Yes, yes, yes. It's definitely important to create the environment that this person would want to come back to. Because if you talk to him, he's gonna know. Like, he's gonna be able to tell whether something has changed or not just by having a conversation with you. So you may want to change like your approach to this person as well. Instead of coming from a place of anger because he left, and more so come from a place of understanding as to why he left in the first place. Because he wasn't feeling like he was being heard. He was feeling like he was just a workhorse. But you're welcome. You're welcome. And for you and your kids' sake, I hope things pan over well. But if not, take it to the courthouse, baby. Do what you gotta do. Beauty gang. Beauty gang. That was certainly something. I feel like next time I come here, you know what? I just thought about it. I was supposed to bring my book on here yesterday. I forgot. You said, is she pregnant? Um, I can't say. She can, it could happen. It could happen, but it's not my place to say. It wouldn't even be my place to say if you was pregnant. That's between you and God. Leave me out of it. I don't play with creation. So collective, let's see what kind of love messages I can leave y'all with tonight. Mm. We definitely need more of those. We definitely need more heart to heart conversations. Honesty, it says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Heart to heart conversations. Not mind games, not any of that, just open heart. You'd be surprised like how many people don't allow themselves to have an open heart in an open-hearted conversation. They'll close up, they'll hold back things from fear of being too vulnerable. People do that because they're scared to let someone else see how vulnerable they can be because they see it as a sign of weakness, but oh, they are sadly mistaken. To be vulnerable is the ultimate flex. It's the ultimate strength to have because if you can allow yourself to be vulnerable, then it says a lot about you. It says that you don't care what society says you have to be. You just are, right? So when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, it speaks volumes for you in general. No, why not? What's your question? Just don't ask me about no pregnancy. There's certain questions I don't answer either. You said they've been hurt so much they close up on the wrong person instead of the person who hurt them. And that's absolutely correct. It's like their perception of people is altered to think that okay, people equals hurt and like that's standard for them. Does Richard have genuine feelings for me or am I just for fun? Hmm. So, what makes you think that you're just for fun? Because, like, sometimes when people ask certain questions, it's almost like your intuition has already told you what it is. It's like you have to learn to trust that intuition. He was very sweet to you, like way too nice, and would try to talk to me. Is she a good girl for he? I love the way that question is worded. Is she a good girl for he? Like that automatically like triggers the Caribbean accent in my mind. Is she a good girl for he? But then he just got distant. It sounds like to me that he was playing the field, like he was casting that fishing rod, trying to see what sort of bites he get, and you wasn't giving him nothing, so he passed you by and went to another fishing hole. But he'll be back around because, you know, he probably figure, oh, maybe this hole ain't ready yet. Maybe I'll try this fishing hole another day. He'll be back. He'll be back. Cause one thing for sure and two things for certain. A man do not like losing a challenge. Yeah. He's stringing you along. he look. There's him testing the waters. He testing the waters to see if the fish jumping yet. He said after neglecting for 8 years, she is trying to come back. Mm. There is a lesson in every challenge. He will back home. You're welcome. You're welcome. You know, I hope things work out for you. Just keep in mind, he said, neglected you for 8 years. She trying to come back. Oof. Ooh. You know what? She probably didn't even know who she was 8 years ago. Not trying to like take anything from your situation or anything like that, but sometimes people just don't know who they are. They don't know that they have worth. So they fall into the insecurity, the depression, and they fall into the trap of that Jezebel spirit. You know, it happens. And it's like once God take a person through all those tests and trials, oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Once God takes a person through all those tests and trials, it's like literally sending them through that consuming, cleansing, purifying fire so that they come out whole, clean, pure, ready. So it may have taken her 8 years to find herself. And when she found herself after them 8 years, she was like, you know what? There was love there. Let me see if there's still a chance for love there. I think a lot of times like it's easy to like get caught up in the fact that a person did you wrong without like really diving into like the why behind it all. Not saying that you should excuse anything a person did wrong to you, but it's more so just being understanding of what process their mind was going through in that period of time and not holding it against them, I'll say. Like forgiving them for it and then making a sound decision, understanding what actually took place, right? Understanding what actually took place. You said no wrong. Hmm. Are you gonna give her a chance? You gonna give her a chance to prove herself? Well, I won't say prove herself, but are you gonna give her a chance to show you that there's change? Mm, no. Oh, she must have did a number on you. She must have done a number on you. Jeez. You gonna tell us cause we nosy. You gonna tell us what she did for you to just be like, oh nope, wrong. I'm not giving her nothing. I'm not giving her $200. Okay, she cannot pass go. She cannot collect $200. Did your mother lie about who your real father? Oh, girl, that is deep. That is deep. Let's see. Third party. And did she tell you why? Did you wonder why, or did you just like third party? Oh no, bitch, you got to go. Oh, you said she abandoned you or she neglected you for 8 years. So she was with a third party for 8 years and tried to circle back around. And you was like, you not having it. Is that what it is? Was she with the other person for 8 years? I'm wondering. So Holy Spirit, Hollywood wants to know, did her mother lie about who her real father is? She abandoned you. Mm. Did she lie about who her real father is? You know, sometimes people will get with a person that don't even really love them. That gold diggers are possible. Gold diggers are real out here. So Holy Spirit, did Hollywood's mother lie about who her real father is? Did her mother lie about who her father is? So I got a yes and I got a no. I got the Wheel of Fortune, and I also got loss, grief, sorrow, disappointment, despair. Mm, what does that mean, though? Did mama lie? Did mom do lie here? Did she lie or not? The high priestess. Hmm. I don't. It seems to me, what is this Wheel of Fortune? What's the Wheel of Fortune? Yes, no, yes, no, yes. That's crazy. So, very defensive. You know what? What makes you think that she lied? What makes you think that she lied? Because I'm not even getting anything about a father or anything. It's just like with the Wheel of Fortune here, and I got the High Priestess, which talks about secrets and that inner knowing. What does your intuition tell you? Okay, so your intuition makes you feel like your father is not your father. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about a shift it talks about change, usually change for the better. But the Five of Cups is following it, which is grief, sorrow. So it's like she could have possibly lied to you about who your father is, but because like she didn't want to, you know, she didn't want you to it's like it could have been like for your better, for the betterment. So you wouldn't be like grieved or something like that. Like I don't know. I can't say honestly. I don't have a clear answer whether or not it is or it isn't so. Cuz I literally have yes, no, yes, no, yes. But I see the King of Swords, which talks about clarity and you know what? I think that you said she would make small remarks that someone else could be my dad. Girl, my mom did the same thing. And oh, y'all, it was awful. Let me tell y'all what happened. It was awful. So my mom did the same thing. Hinted, she was like, but she was worse. She was worse. My mama went so far as to tell me, mess me up now. I don't know if she realized this had me messed up, but I was messed up behind this. She was like, I'll tell you who your real dad is when you turn 18. Yeah, my mom said it. She was like, I'll tell you who your real daddy is when you turn 18. So I'm thinking like, wait, my dad is not my dad, you know? So I turned 18. It was always in the back of my head, but at that point, I mean, my dad wasn't in my life anyway, so I wasn't really pressed to know. And then like I wasn't pressed to know until my dad died. And I go around my family on my father's side, and there's this lady there that's just like loud and obnoxious, just talking about how I'm not his child. Oh my god, it was awful. And we're at my dad just died today, and you doing this? You couldn't wait. Yes, did me the same way. To my the man named Slick Rick, they thought it was Slick Rick, and it didn't help because my siblings was right with. She looked like Slick Rick. Like no, I look like me. I don't look like my mom. Well, I ain't gonna tell that lie. I look kind of like my mama. You know what I'm saying? I can see it. I can see my mama in me. But people said that I was Slick Rick baby. Come to find out, I wasn't Slick Rick baby at all. I'm gonna tell you how I end up finding out because that's something that really bothered me, and that's something that I really wanted to know the answer to. And let me tell you how God moved in my life, right? So my dad died. So we were at the house. Where my dad died, we were there because it happened that day. Everybody came over. My mom came with me. So we were there. And I asked her, I was like, well, now you can tell me who my real daddy is, right? Because at that point, I was over it. This lady walking around here talking about my daddy, not my daddy, and stuff. Like, girl. And so at that point, I was like, well, you could just tell me who my real daddy is now. And don't you know, my mama said, oh, it don't matter now. Your daddy dead now. It don't matter. How could you say that? So mean. Your daddy dead now. It don't even matter now. Like, it don't matter to you. But all those years you told me that you gonna tell me who my daddy was when I turned 18. And then when the man you said my daddy was dies, and I ask you who my real daddy is, and you tell me it don't matter, he dead now. Like what you mean? Yeah, crazy. So I was like, oh my God, like, how will I find out now? Who my dad is. So I had a conversation with God that day, mind you. I had a conversation with God that day because one thing for sure, two things for certain, it was a really rough day. So next thing you know, I ended up meeting one of my cousins who was like always gone because he contracted with the military or something, right? And we were talking or whatever. And then he was like, he says, I don't know how the conversation came about, but he told me that he had just did the DNA thing on ancestry.com, and I was like, oh cool, me too, I did it too. And I was like, well, I guess we'll find out if we family or not, right? And lo and behold, the results came back and he matched me. He was my family, which means that the man who house I was at who died was actually my daddy. That's how I found out. Now I said all that to say this. I know I'm long-winded. You don't even have to tell me. So I say that to say this, right? If you really want to know, right? Don't he work? uh, God work in mysterious ways. Don't you know the saying, baby? If you really want to know the truth, take it to God in prayer and he'll give you the answer. You'll get the answer. Like you got to go to that secret place with God to receive that knowing, that inner knowing. Yeah. Yeah, cuz I feel like that sort of truth is protected by something greater than what I can access, if that makes sense. Because of the emotional repercussions that come with it, you know? Like that's too big for me to like tap into. It would be too heavy. Too heavy for me to tap into. So you got to take that to God. Look, too heavy, baby. With the judgment. Yeah, the towel. Yep. Look at that. Yep. Y'all know what? I'm finna go to bed on y'all. Did my baby daddy do sickness spells? You're welcome, Hollywood. Baby Shark. I'm sorry, but that question just threw me off. Okay, on your kids. I'm like, okay, did he do sickness spells on you? Like, what kind of sickness spells? Are you asking me? Did he shoot off in the? Did he shoot the club up? Like, that what you asking me? But you said on your kids. Okay, let's see. Like, why would he do that? That's awful. Um, did Baby Shark's baby daddy do sickness spells on their kids? Like, what the hell? Did baby daddy do sickness spells on the kids? First, let me ask you this question. Is baby daddy a practitioner? Will he even know how to do a spell? So what will make you think that he is putting sickness spells on your children? It could be anybody. It could be that coworker that you don't like at your job. It could be anybody. You said he act like he doesn't know. Like that's a wild accusation to just put on somebody without like any sort of background reasoning. What's the reasoning behind it? How did you come to that conclusion that it was the baby daddy? Oh, acting strange don't mean you're putting spells on people. How long have you known your baby daddy? Because that may be telling in itself. How long have you known your baby daddy? For 9 years. So you know him for 9 years. And out of those 9 years, so out of those 9 years, how many or were y'all together for 9 years? Hey Tariq. Were y'all together for those 9 years? Okay, so y'all was together the whole 9 years and he just acting strange and you just automatically assume that he doing spell work. Let me see. Because I'm gonna tell you what came out. The Nine of Pentacles came out, and that's a yes card. Now, he may not have gone to a practitioner or anything like that, but I think it's more so of a situation where he could just be like internally, like really like going over his emotions and his thoughts and just kind of like saying to himself like he wish he didn't have kids with you or whatever. He said, I knew I felt it. He kept giving them candy. But that's the thing, like I don't think that he's like actually doing anything physically. You see what I'm saying? No, this is the last one. I'm finna go to bed. I gotta get up early in the morning. But I don't think he's actually doing anything physically. I think it's more so like internal. I think it's like intentions, right? Like he could be wishing that he didn't have exactly thoughts are something serious. So that's the energy I'm getting because we did get the Nine of Cups. So it's almost like he's like, oh, I wish I never had kids with that bitch. Da 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 da. Da. Like he could be saying stuff like that, and he could be like talking to a lot of people, and he keeps saying the same thing. So it could like be causing some sort of issue. Yeah, like kind of like a projection, whether he realized it or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether he realized it or not. So when did you first notice he was strange? How old is your oldest kid? Good night. Y'all gonna have to catch me tomorrow. I'm getting out of here. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I'm wore the hell out. I see y'all Tuesday. But I don't know. I won't be doing free questions for oof. It'll be a minute. Um it'll be a minute before I do free questions again. But but I have like 300 videos or something like that. You said I can create beautiful things, but cloud the mind. Why I had to ask till I got tired of the clouds. It can create beautiful things, and thoughts can most certainly cloud the mind. Say I had that X to the clouds cleared up. Hold on. Mm. But yeah, the mind is a beautiful thing. I totally agree. The mind is definitely a beautiful thing. You know, it is. It's like I want to leave y'all with a word. But I'm looking around to see like which deck I want to leave y'all with. Oh, I haven't used these in a while. Um, I haven't used these in a while, so I guess we can go with these. Oh, I forgot about these. This was like my freaking favorite deck. So thoughts can create beautiful things, but it can also create clouds and bad judgment. Oh, yes. That's why I had to ask so many questions tonight to be able to move forward. It was a part of my shadow work. Okay. Well, shout out to you, Tyreek, for even being willing to do the shadow work. Right? I love this deck, you guys. Look, it's the Art of Manifestation Oracle. I Choose Love series. Let's see. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I'm such a big lover of love. Like you would swear like I got a base somewhere behind these scenes, but no, I don't. I thought I had a babe. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I got ghosted. I don't know. But it's like eh, love can be so like confusing because it's like you think you be thinking like you and the person on the same page, and then like they open another book and it just be like, bro, I thought we was on, like, yeah, we was on the same page, but it was a different book. Why you ain't tell me? Just that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It be that type of time. So I be, I be so confused, but I miss my baby. Like, where you at? Where you at? Ugh, it's so frustrating, y'all. But I just be like trying to like stay focused because I got so many other things that I'm trying to do. But when you have that moment of silence to yourself, when you have that moment of solitude, them thoughts, just like Kyrie said, them thoughts will get you. Them thoughts will get you. They will, whoo, they will weigh you down, baby. You say you learn to just move on to something better. But that's the thing, though. You said in the beginning of the Bible was a love story. Yeah. Love is deep and people can be complicated. It's well, I wouldn't say complicated. People can be complex, right? But I love a challenge. You know what I'm saying? I love a challenge. I just don't do disrespect. Mm, okay? I don't do disrespect, but I love a challenge. Yes, real love isn't complicated. People, can be complicated. Love is never the problem to begin with. Love is never the problem. Love is whole within itself. Love will never fail you, but a person will fail you, you know. Love can be deep, love can be shallow, love can be any and everything. But some people, I really had, and you know what? All my 30 plus years of living, I really had to learn like people really do like have different mindsets. Like it's a real thing. Who knew, right? And it's to the point where I had to realize everybody doesn't process information the same, right? I may be a talker, somebody else may be a retreater, somebody else may be a reactor. It's just so different. Said gotta be careful who you fall in love with. That is so true, Hollywood. You said a mouthful then. You said a mouthful then. You gotta be careful who you fall in love with. I really feel like when you in a relationship with somebody, like before you allow yourself to just fall so deep in love, um, get to know the person, get to know their mindset, because you might come to realize, wait a minute, I don't like the way this motherfucker think. you know, I don't like the way this person processes. I don't like you can really come to think that. Yes, they can fake for a long time, but let me tell you one thing. One thing a person cannot fake is the way that they process information. They cannot fake that. They can pretend to present themselves as someone good and holy and faithful, but one thing about it, they cannot fake the way they process. And that's the thing you have to learn, because that's going to be telling of who that person is at like a core level. Yes, Lord. Look, oh, open the floodgates of love for the collective. It says, open the floodgates. If we are unable to acknowledge and talk about our feelings, they stack up and build up like a pressure cooker waiting to blow, coloring our ability to see clearly. This card calls you to acknowledge your emotions and find a way to release them. Write down your thoughts and feelings, and if needed, reach out for professional help. Said that's where our discernment comes in. That's facts. That is facts. That's facts. That is where discernment comes in. Discernment is definitely needed to weed out the fakies. Not the amen, Tyreek. Ooh, I'm seeing intention. I'm seeing authenticity. Ooh, I'll never forget that time. That African man told me I need to be an intentional woman because I wasn't giving him no play. He ain't like that. He told me I should be an intentional woman. I guess he wanted me to intend on talking to him, but it was a hard no for me. No, sir. Nothing against Africans, but yes, yes, definitely narcissistic. Whew. Child, people crazy. I was going like, who these folks? Who they think they talking to? Like, you got the wrong idea. I'm not trying to like be yours. I was just interested in your culture, and I was just trying to learn from you. But you trying to turn it into something else. Goodbye. So, Holy Spirit, what do you have for the collective? Oh, okay. Which direction? You say you see right through their BS. Yes. Like people be weird. That's why I just be like, I'm just talk to myself. Fuck y'all. Um, you have reached a turning point in your life. Okay. Do not be afraid of taking the wrong path. When you recognize the learning to be found at every step in every moment of your journey, you will realize that there is no wrong way, only the infinite gain of your personal growth and evolution. Ooh, that's big. That's big. That's big. And 6 plus 4 is 10. So it's essentially saying, like, people be like, they don't want to make the wrong choice. They don't want to do the wrong thing. This card is literally saying, like, there is no wrong way. Because even if you take a way that you find you don't like, well, it's not a loss because you still learn something. It's not the wrong way because you still learn a necessary lesson. So it's like, don't look at things as being wrong or the wrong way or being a bad thing, you know? Beautiful information. What else do you have for the collective? Okay, that's a lot. Not open the floodgates coming back out again. And that's the number, that's 11, 8 and 3. And this is 8 and this is 5. Intention. Intention is a focused thought. Prayer is a focused thought. Worry is also a focused thought. Notice the predominant thoughts that you hold in your mind because these are actually sending a request into the universe. If necessary, consciously make adjustments to your thinking patterns. Oh my God. Like, yesterday when I went live, the last live, like if y'all want to watch it in y'all free time, you said how it's the same one or the same one. Yeah, it's the same one because I didn't take it out the deck. I kept it in the deck. Um, yeah. So the same one came right back out. It's like, no, I need to be out here. But it did bring out the same thing about your thoughts, right? As a matter of fact, it's making me want to grab that deck, but it's like behind the other ones. But it was so dope though. And it was just basically talking about how your thoughts manifest. And if you actually want to see the things that you want in your life come into your life, then you have to visualize what it is that you want, right? So visualize it. And once you visualize it, it's like feel the feeling of actually having that thing happen. Like feel how it feels for you to have it in your hands or open the door to it, right? Or whatever it is that you're wanting here. Feel how that feels. So you visualize your husband coming to you, and then you have to follow it up with feeling how would you feel on that day if your husband would when your husband comes in, right? Your future hubby. So when your future hubby comes in, how is that gonna feel to you? You have to imagine how that feels, and that is where the true work begins. That's where that true manifestation begins. So happy. Yes, but you have to internalize it, like feel it in your body, you know. You have to feel it in your body. How is your body gonna feel seeing this person? Like, how is your body gonna feel feeling this person walk up to you? Is your heart gonna flutter? Is it gonna sink? Like, what's gonna happen? Are you gonna pass out? Like, are you gonna be overjoyed? So, like that. And after you do that, then once you feel that feeling, let it go and let the universe take over. Don't worry about when it's coming. Don't worry about how it's coming. Don't worry about where it's coming from. Just open it up to the universe and say, okay, universe, I have seen it. I have felt it. Now I'm waiting on you to bring it. Put it back on the universe, you know, and let it go. And let it go. Don't do nothing else. Just see it, feel it in your body, and put it back on the universe to do something with it. And let divine intervention take its course, baby. And this one says, bless your past. That's beautiful to be open to the universe. A useful tool to help us to let go of any emotional residue that is still clinging to us from a past experience is to bless your past. Whenever the memory of an event or person comes to mind, pause and say to yourself, I bless every aspect of my life. I bless every aspect of my past. And I celebrate the contribution that it gave to me in becoming the person I am today. Now that's putting on your big girl draws right there. Bottom of the deck, release negative habits. What else do you have? Two more and we out. Two more. Oops, something flipped and flipped back over. That mother did a little dance. Walk your talk. Walk it like you talk it. Walk it like you talk it. What do you have for the people? What do you have for the beautiful collective? What else? Give me a really good one. Something loving. Okay, I wasn't expecting to get two more after that. Let go gracefully. Something in your life is calling for you to let it go. Let it go gracefully. Whatever has taken place in the past, it is time to move forward and letting go will make way for the new. Whether this is a person, a situation, an outdated thought or behavior pattern, this card comes to assure you that new horizons are waiting for you. Let go gracefully. And then we have self care. Self care is not an act of selfishness, it is an act of consciousness. This card invites you to prioritize your own self care. This may feel selfish to you, but in truth, when you attend to your own needs with love and care, you create an inner wealth that radiates into the world, impacting positively on all that you come into contact with. Okay, not bad. And we also have leadership. We all lead by example, our words and actions, presenting a role model to everyone that we come in contact with. This card asks you to take an ownership of your personal leadership qualities and to align your thoughts, words, and actions with everything that you wish to see in the world. Say you open to the universe. I'm just giving y'all, I'm just about to pile it on you. Send you off field. So, universe, what message are you wanting to give to the beautiful collective on my way out? What is the exiting message here? What's the closing message for the beautiful collective? What do you want to say to them? Page of Pentacles, new opportunity, student, new ideal, raise, hobby, a solid message, and planning. Hmm. What's this Page of Pentacles? Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Holy Spirit, clarify the Page of Pentacles. I guess they just gonna leave it like that. Oh, well, there's one. Ten of Wands. Huh. So there could be some sort of opportunity here that could definitely be hard work, but it's like it definitely could be like worth the investment. Three of Cups. Mm, yeah. There could be definitely a new opportunity for this Ten of Wands situation here. For some hard work with the Three of Cups. It's like alchemy, right? It's kind of giving me the energy like somebody could be um having an opportunity for like some spiritual work, but it's like it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but it's like a necessary thing because it's definitely going to help like a lot of people alchemize their energy. You said, what is it? We got the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Magician. So something is with the Three of Cups, you know. The cups do talk about emotions and the inner self, the emotions, the spiritual, like those sort of things. And with the Three of Cups, it's like a coming together, like a union, even could even be like a transformational sort of energy. So that could definitely be something like that. And with it being the Page of Pentacles, the student, new idea, raise, hobby, a solid message and planning, I feel like that literally ties into like the whole spiritual thing because it would be a new opportunity, right? To have like students, and it will definitely be like an increase in income because people are willing to pay for that sort of assistance. And it could be a hobby if it's something that a person loves to do. And it's definitely a solid message that could be given to the people, right? But it's something that's gonna take planning. It's not something that you're gonna just be able to breeze by. Like it's hard work. Like you gotta really be organized with it, is what is given here. Yeah. And with the Eight of Cups here, it could even potentially have the ability to like grow so much to a point where you won't have to like deal with a secular job. And then there's that High Priestess energy. Eight of Wands. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely the communication, social media, messages, like literally, I really do feel like it could be something like that. So we see what it says, but what about it though? What about it? What about it, Holy Spirit? What about this Page of Pentacles energy? You say you got to go to work at 6 a.m. I got to go to work at 7. Yes, look. You see what's underneath? Death. It's transformational. This is something that's literally going to be transformational, but at the same time, it's going to give you a peace of mind, right? a higher level of consciousness as well, healing. Like this could definitely be the sort of work because it's coming right underneath the full swords. So the work may be hard, but it's transformative though. Beautiful. And then I have the twin flame at the bottom of the deck. It says twin flame reunion, one, divine union, submission and control, complete, and life purpose. So it's definitely given like that life purpose energy. One more to close it out for the beautiful collective. One more for sure. Yeah, I be so corny and I know it. We got the Ace of Wands. Says so not on the sides. Yeah, what about it? So not on the sides. What you talking about, Tyreek? Oh, you said not on the side. It could definitely be on the side, and like it could, because I've seen the Eight of Cups, so it's like it could be something that started off as said no twin flame, but it does say like divine union and all that too. But a twin flame doesn't even necessarily have to be with someone else. It could be your inner divine masculine and divine feminine coming together to reunite with itself as well. So let's not forget, we're our own first flame, right? We have to learn how to burn as one flame so that we can match with somebody else who matches us. But and even when it comes to like soulmate energy, same thing. It could be just talking about you on a soul level, just like getting into that oneness, right? Or some people say duality or whatever the case is, right? But what I was saying was this could definitely be like a side opportunity that could turn into something full time is what I'm getting, because it has to be organized. It's something that has to be organized. And like there's Eight of Wands, Ten of Wands, Ace of Wands. So there's one energy here and death. So there is definitely movement in this energy. What's the overall? Yep. And as soon as I say movement, Knight of Swords, this is a very fast moving card. So this could even be like somebody or like some sort of communication coming in toward you about this. I love the colors on this card. It's so dope. But yeah, Knight of Swords. Look, Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And look what's underneath it. Temperance. Temperance. Okay. And look what's underneath that. Emperor. And underneath that, the star. Y'all, it seems like something good is about to happen for somebody. Two of Cups underneath that. Ace of Pentacles underneath that. Wheel of Fortune underneath that. Two of Wands underneath that. Baby, you gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan. Look, Empress, you gotta have a plan. Page of Cups. Yeah. Nine of Cups. It's all good. It's all good. It's like it's gonna be so much that you could end up being like in your head about what to do. It's like so many options could be coming available to you. That's why you're gonna need to be organized, because it's like a lot of things could be happening for you. So you have to be organized enough to be able to take these things on because you're being recognized, right? You're being recognized. But look, you still have to protect that energy though. Protect that energy, protect that mental. because people, they gonna try it. They just gonna try it at the end of the day, right? People try to cut you down with words and stuff like that, but don't give in to the childishness. Don't give in to the childishness. It's just the creeps lurking. Like, just stay in your own bubble, stay in your own zone. Mhm. Because a cycle is closing and a cycle is beginning. Literally, in Ten of Swords, this is like the same energies, an ending and a beginning energy. And same thing with the death. All these are transformative. The Ten of Swords. Ten Swords, something is being laid to rest, something is ending here, something is dying out so that the sun can rise on something else new. And then you got the world, a cycle, a whole way of being for something, a whole system of something is ending in your life so that something new can come in for you, right? And then death, transformative energy, leaving behind what no longer serves you. So that comes into play, especially when dealing with people and things of that nature. But it says endings, transformation, new beginning, pain, hurt, unexpected change, and growth. So it may be some people that have to get left behind. That hurts. It hurts to leave these people behind. But you have to leave people behind sometimes in order to be able to transform. Hangman. How else will you gain a new perspective? You have to surround yourself with new things if you want a new perspective. But that's the message, you guys. Sounds like some good news. And I feel like this has been kind of like a theme with this sort of something is coming, something big, energy. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't have to be something big. You're right. We gotta do what we gotta do. It may just be many things that's coming in, which makes it feel like big energy coming in because it could just be a lot of little things that equal up to something big, right? So when y'all get a chance, go watch the '08 on Netflix. Go start that, especially if you do have like, if you are spiritual, like, babe, all I'm gonna tell you is keep up. Keep up, because this show will take you through several rabbit holes. Several. It's gonna be interesting to watch it for the second time because you said gotta start from the bottom and work your way up. Not all the time. Not all the time. It just depends, honestly, Tyreek. It just depends. Because a lot of times we may think that we have to start from the bottom and work our way up, but sometimes we just need to step back and kind of see, wait a minute, exactly where am I? Because I may be starting at the bottom and don't have to, because I may be experienced enough to start at a higher level, you know? So you just have to really examine yourself, because you may have more experience than you think you do. Cause me, baby, I shoot for the stars. But look, and then the thing is, like, I've gotten jobs that I had zero experience in, right? I was literally like an inventory analyst, never had done that, didn't have no degree in it, or none of that. But just because I applied and I believed in myself and I went into the interview like I knew what I was talking about, okay. It's you just have to learn how to sell yourself at the end of the day. But I got that job though. And then after that, I was doing so good that they actually asked me to be a supervisor. So it's all in how you present. Like, you can't be like scared or shy and timid. Like you got to be on it. Like don't be scared to be seen. Don't be scared to be seen because one thing about a place of business, it doesn't matter how good you are, you're still replaceable at the end of the day. No matter how good you are, no matter how many things you held together by yourself, they'll they will hire three people to do the one job that you was doing so good if that's what it take. So don't be scared to take your credit whenever I had to learn these things because I'm not really like a person who really cares about the credit. Baby, just do the damn job. But when you learn that it does matter, I thought it didn't matter as long as the job got done, but it matters. It matters when it comes to you being able to elevate in other positions, right? So don't be afraid to like flex on the things that you have accomplished. Don't be afraid to be seen for your good character and your hard work. That's not a bad thing to be seen for. God qualifies the unqualified. Come on, Hollywood. Hollywood. Hollywood swinging. Yeah. But oh my God. If y'all haven't watched this, go watch it. I feel like I'm like a commercial or something. The OA on Netflix. Go watch it. If you are into spirituality, definitely recommend it. When I first watched this, I wasn't even into like spirituality or anything. So I was like green when I watched it and I was amazed. But now that I'm actually into spirituality, I'm rewatching it. I'm watching it again now. So it's interesting. And already the first episode, so much symbolism, so many synchronicities. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just go watch it. Just go watch it. It see Zank Zank. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Mind blowing. I mean, it's no words. You just have to see it. If you haven't seen it, go see it. The OA. It's the OA. That's what it is, but it stands for original angel. The original angel, the OA. But they didn't put original angel on there. I'm pretty sure for like societal reasons, but this is the name of the show. The OA. And it definitely is life changing. It is life changing. Open my eyes. Zank, let me tell you, Zane. My favorite part was the trees. When they showed the trees, oh, that was my favorite part, I believe. It just made me feel so connected. It was amazing. It was amazing. And I was like, who are the people who created this show? And how can I talk to them? Like, I was wondering. I had so many questions. I, I had so many questions. Like, put me on. Teach me, please. Oh gosh, it's I can't even answer the question. Let me read what the internet say it's about, because what I say what it's about may be different from what the internet say. I just know it's words cannot express. Good night. He said, and I'm up here watching One Piece. Let me see. It said it's a mystery drama series about a young woman who returns home after being missing for 7 years, now calling herself the OA, Original Angel, and able to see despite being blind when she disappeared. She recruits a group of 5 locals to help her with a secret mission, telling them a fantastical story of her past involving near death experiences, captivity, interdimensional travel, which she claims will help her open a portal to another dimension. Created by Britt Marling and Zal Batmungling, whatever they say, Batmungli, I don't know what they say. The show is known for its metaphysical themes, complex narrative, and cliffhanger ending after being canceled by Netflix after 2 seasons. Like, I wanted to fight Netflix after that. Like, Netflix, who do you think you are for canceling the OA? Like, I feel like it was one of those things, you know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because, like, the show got no kind of hype or nothing. I just ended up coming across it. It wasn't really getting no hype or none of that. It's just like, oh, the OA. What's this about? It's crazy, y'all. But I love you guys and thank you for tuning in. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself chilling and kicking a bobo with the gang. But I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out of here and in my bed, deep in my bed. Good night, beautiful gang. Oh, thank you.